Watch me as I take off. I'll be working until I have all of my days off. Then I'm surfing in California when I'm paid off. I'll be blurring my vision, sipping on that bass sauce. La da da, watch out, I'm coming, yeah. I know, I'm a hustler, I go. Got me running, got me gunning for thrones. I won't go back, no pass, blow past so fast, I'm gone. Grow fast, big splash, all cash, like watch me as I take off. I'll be working until I have all of my days off. Then I'm surfing in California when I'm paid off. I'll be blurring my vision, sipping on that bass sauce. La da da, I'll be eating Kobe steak hot. La da da, got that fish sushi great.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Fat Money Racing Association Cup Series, formerly known as Fat Money NASCAR. And right now, fastest car during practice was none other than Chris Chaos. So we'll see how this turns out for qualifying. Good luck to Chris Chaos. Also here for his first race, Mike Storm in the 001 Snap-on Racing. Also Brandon Cook in the 002 Snap-on Racing. But let's get back to Chris Chaos here. See who's going to set the fast lap here at Atlanta for the Cup Series. They've officially started the qualifying lap. No mistakes can happen here. And Chris Chaos is looking about in the middle, but Corey Gamble right now sitting on pole. See if he can hold it for one more lap. Corey Gamble made a big decision for Gamble Motorsports. It was announced earlier this week that Gamble Motorsports starting season 2 when we go to the new cars will be with Dodge. So good luck to Corey Gamble, who holds on to the pole. No, Thomas Daniels comes in last minute and steals it from Corey Gamble. We're going to see Brainbuster Academy here on the pole. And that's going to be the starting order, ladies and gentlemen. I'm letting him run it out a little bit just to make sure everyone has crossed the line. But it looks like even down here, we got everyone good, and let's get going to the race. Get on the grid, do our Star Spangled Banner. Amazing job by that band that Josh brought us. If you guys have been wondering what happened to Josh, he's been very busy lately handling Aldridge Racing and some changes, and one of the changes was they were in the middle of an agreement trying to keep Ford. That's right. Aldridge Racing is going to keep Ford going into season 2, but nonetheless, I'll get into everyone else that I know about for the season 2 changes. But let's go ahead and run down this order. The 74, Thomas Daniels, is going to sit on the pole. Sit next to him is the 11, Corey Gamble. DraftKings looking nice. Christian Gunn, another Gamble Motorsports superstar man who's sitting pretty good in points, about 3rd in points currently. He is in 3rd place. That's kind of ironic. And then you got Barry Stern Parts Jr., who's sitting in 4th in that 26 Chevy. You got G.A.M.E in the 57 Dunkin' Donuts Ford. You got Joseph Robinson in the 69 Chevy. We got Chris Chaos in the Snap-on Racing Chevy. We got Trey Fanta in the Fat Money Wrestling Chevy 387 007 for Chris Chaos. We got the number 1 of Rory Thompson. We got the number 6 of Ryan Chess. Number 99 of Ralph B. Guinness. The number 18, Austin Kiesler. The number 24, Sophie Raydog. McDonald's looking good on that hood. We got Christopher Rich in the 59 Artemis Ford. And Artemis is a book that you can find on Amazon. Chris Snider is the author, and he's got several more books on there. Great author. I suggest you go check him out. The number 15 Fat Money NASCAR Chevy, which is going to be getting changed soon to the Fat Money Racing Association Chevy. Excited to see what that's going to look like. The Logitech 98 Brad Miller. We got the 00 Billy Ray Dog Next Level Racing Ford. And then you got Tyler Ferguson, the 21 Jordan's Toyota. You got Chronix High in that 420 Yokohama, Zane High in that 420 Yokohama Chevy. We got Aaron Aldridge in the 5-car Quest. You got Brandon Cook in that 002 Snap-on Racing Chevy. We got the 001 Snap-on Racing Chevy, which is drove by Mike Storm. Brett Aldridge here in the back of that Gatorade Toyota. And then Chronix High in that 710 Sparko. Chronix High not having such a good time. But now I think it's a good time, while we got a little bit of time before we start this race, to bring up the cars who have made their changes. And first, we're going to start with Ferguson Motorsports is going to be making the move to Chevy with Season 2. Rad Roots Racing is going to stay with Chevy going in Season 2. Fat Money Racing is going to stay with Chevy going into Season 2. A big change for Gamble Motorsports, who is signed with Dodge. I brought that up earlier. We got IDK Racing, who has made a great partnership with Pontiac, and they are going over to Pontiac going in Season 2. Toyota is getting Snap-on Racing in Season 2. Aldridge Racing is going to stay with Ford to Season 2. And then the big announcement, Ferrari is coming here to the Fat Money Racing Association, and they have chose one team. That one team is Rich Money Racing. I'm excited to see the next season and everything that's going to happen. Cars have started their engines, which means we're going to start to pull away. Right now, the leader in points is Brett Aldridge, sitting at a 285. Right under him, Christopher Rich with a 284. Brett Aldridge has had 0 wins, 0 poles, 4 top 5s, and 6 top 10s. Rich, however, has had 2 poles, 0 wins, 4 top 5s, 6 top 10s. And then the closest car under them in points is going to be Christian with 278. He's at 0 poles, 0 wins, 3 top 5s, and 4 top 10s. Barry Stern Parts Jr. sitting right under Christian in points with 276, 0 poles, 0 wins, 4 top 5s, and 3 top 10s. But right now, let's talk about Corey Gamble. Corey Gamble currently sitting ninth in points, tied with Aaron Aldridge at 254. Aaron Aldridge has 1 pole, 0 wins, 1 top 5, and 4 top 10s. And Corey Gamble has 0 poles, 0 wins, 2 top 5s, and 3 top 10s. And Thomas Daniels is going to add a pull to his resume as this thing gets started. Brad Mallory already going to the outside of Chris Snider as we go into turns. Corey Gamble going to get the push from Barry Sternparts Jr. going into turns 1 and 2. Is that going to get him to clear Thomas Daniels? Joseph Robinson is also getting a little push there. The 387 to the bumper of Joseph Robinson, just trying to get ahead, and they do. Barry Sternparts is going to fall down with Corey Gamble there. The rest of them are going to stay on top. Thomas Daniels is falling back a little bit here. Oh, into the wall! Rich and Brad Miller able to save it, though. Barry Sternparts Jr. now flying ahead. Here comes Corey Gamble. Thomas Daniels, though, down the straightaway. And Barry Sternparts Jr. has no choice but to fall back. Rory Thompson having some issues there. Corey Gamble, Thomas Daniels back in the front. How they started this race. Christian Gunn trying to get to the bumper of his boss. Barry Sternparts Jr. going to drop down in the middle of them. And pushing is coming. Going crazy here. Barry Sternparts is just holding ahead, but that top row going to get a run. And Thomas Daniels going to get a run with Joseph Robinson. Brainbuster Motorsports came here tonight to be dominant, and staying in the front is exactly what they're doing. That top line is getting run after run, but they get loose. Joseph Robinson slingshotted to the top. Corey Gamble going to try to go to the top with him. Barry Sternparts Jr. going to stick it in the middle. Nope, falls behind Corey Gamble. Joseph Robinson. Joseph Robinson now and Corey Gamble linked up, and this could be where they pull away from the pack. But not if Thomas Daniels and Christian Gunn got anything to say about it. Looks like the team of Gandil Motorsports and Brainbuster Motorsports are holding the top here. Joseph Robinson got a little loose there onto Thomas Daniels, but Rory Thompson going to come into the bottom, pick him up. Corey Gamble still going to hold this, guys. Lap 50, the halfway mark. We'll see what gas does for these folks. Thomas Daniels goes up, no one to push. And Joseph Robinson going to go up as well, but he has no one really behind him. Thomas Daniels a little bit back. The rest of the row still trying to pick up. Corey Gamble felt like he needed to go up and block Joseph Robinson because of that top run, but it seems like the bottom got the run this time. Rory Thompson and Ralph Beginnings are going to get ahead. Corey Gamble's going to stick it to the bumper of Rory Thompson, and this is where these two can kind of set apart. Corey Gamble going to look for that top line, and he does get to the outside and looks to be almost passing, and he does. Christopher Rich 4 laps down. Not exactly sure why. We'll have to go back and check before lap 8. So I'll have to remember that. And right now things are getting a little crazy in the front. Ralph Beginnings trying to pass Corey Gamble. Zane High to his bumper. Little wobble from the group with Zane High, and Corey Gamble going to be able to pull off. But for how long before Ralph Beginnings is going to catch his bumper, go to his outside? And again, Corey Gamble gets a little bit ahead and going to take off. Zane High to his bumper. I do not see Chronics Cronus is back here with Mike Storm after getting caught up in the wreck with Christopher Rich, I believe, and getting kind of pulled out of line. These guys hoping for that halfway caution. Rich Money Racing got a fine for how they were racing last week, and Zane High kind of lost it, fell back. Now Corey Gamble up in the front all by himself, and here comes Aldridge Racing with Ryan Chess and Aaron Aldridge with Sophie Raydog at their back. Brett Aldridge there as well. Brett Aldridge the leader in points, and you know he's going to want to try to keep that, as Aaron Aldridge tried to go high, lost momentum, but the top line's going to restack. Ryan Chess is going to fall back to Aaron as well. Aaron's going to go low on him instead of pushing. And Billy Raydog is going to catch up Ryan Chess here. Keep him with the pack. Brett Aldridge and Sophie Raydog now fighting for second. And Brett Aldridge got a little bit of a run. Can he get a run on Corey Gamble? On the inside. And Corey Gamble just has such a good car. He can run the top, he can run the bottom. That middle line working really well for Corey Gamble as they come across. Brett Aldridge still a little bit behind. Sophie Raydog going to give Corey Gamble a push. But here comes Aaron Aldridge. Can Aaron Aldridge get to the bumper of Brett Aldridge? And here comes Brandon Cook as well. '21 of Tyler Ferguson going to stick to the back of Aaron Aldridge, and this is where they get a little bit of a push. That whole line pushing up top. Aaron Aldridge took off and is now in second place. Ryan Chess trying to get linked up with Brett Aldridge. Aldridge Racing has a couple friends in the field, and they have no problem sticking together and trying to make stuff work. As Aaron Aldridge is going to go low on Corey Gamble. Ryan Chess tried to get up there and give him a push. He pushed a little too hard. Man, he slingshots around Aaron Aldridge. These guys really wanting to take away first place, but at the moment, no one really getting linked up to be able to get up there. Aaron Aldridge looking high, but that doesn't work out for him as Brett Aldridge is going to sling right by him. And Brett Aldridge now in second. Brett Aldridge racing for Ferguson Motorsports here in the Cup Series. He is the owner of Cactus Jack Racing. Corey Gamble keeps leaving these cars the high line that he knows. He's seen in the last races that no one can pass on the high line. It's when they get low. They have a problem, and Brett Aldridge low. Brett Aldridge passed. Corey Gamble gave Brett Aldridge the opportunity, and Brett Aldridge is going to take the lead from Corey Gamble. Corey Gamble tried to beat Brett down low, but not enough. And Corey Gamble able to hold on to that top line, which is something that we haven't really seen out of cars. Cars starting to fall back even more as these two are fighting. Corey Gamble at the inside. And passes Brett Aldridge with ease because that outside line is not working for these other cars. Lap 20 of 50 for the first half. Sophie Raydog gets a good run. Aaron Aldrich falls back to Chris Chaos, and Brett Aldrich falls back to Ryan Chess to try to get a run here, as Sophie Raydog cannot find a line to get around the 11. Let's go check on some of these other cars. Mike Storm and Chronic still holding side by side. If they'd work together, maybe they get back up there. Christopher Rich somehow 4 laps down. We're going to go back and check that out after the race. See what happened there. Aaron Aldridge looking to push Sophie, but she went high on him, dropped them both. Ryan Chess pushing Chris Chaos and Brett Aldridge there, just trying to keep both guys in contention. Aaron Aldridge looking to get her around Corey Gamble. Sophie Raydog already did. And Aaron Aldridge may have got around on the high side. No. Sophie Raydog currently leading this race. And Aaron Aldridge now looking low on Corey Gamble. Corey Gamble dropping. Corey Gamble led most of this race so far. And Aaron Aldridge now to the bumper of Sophie Raydog. He's passed her before, but he's going to try to take the high side, and it didn't work out for him. Drops off her bumper quite a bit. Aaron Aldridge up to her bumper again. He's going to try to go high. No one to push him. Corey Gamble gets loose. Fell down a little bit on the track. Aaron Aldridge still trying that high side, but he doesn't have the car to get it done. Corey Gamble's going to pass him. Wow, he's doing it. Corey Gamble back in second. Aaron Aldridge just found speed in that middle lane. Corey Gamble goes to pit road. First car to pit road, lap 25. Y'all do not make the halfway caution easy for me, do you? As Aaron Aldridge looking to pass Sophie Raydog, and can he do it? Sophie Raydog holding on. They're touching. They touched again. Brett Aldridge is going to push Aaron Aldridge, and Aaron Aldridge takes the lead. Brett Aldridge said, "I got you, cuz," and pushes him right on by Sophie Raydog. He falls back, and now Brett Aldridge playing blocks. Brett Aldridge doing a great job blocking any run Sophie Raydog seems to get. Sophie Raydog even trying to go up higher, and Brett Aldridge knew that was a mistake as he soars ahead. Brett Aldridge now with Aaron Aldridge up in the front. And a race for the lead has started between cousins. Comes Sophie Raydog on the inside of Brett Aldridge as Aaron Aldridge goes to pit road along with Sophie Raydog, and staying out Brett Aldridge, Chris Chaos, Christian Gunn, Austin Kiesler, and let's see who else is there. It's Joseph Robinson. So different pit strategies here starting to be played out. The other cars are announcing they're going to pit road as well. Brett Aldridge to pit road. Chris Chaos, Christian Gunn, the 18. Looks like Zane High, Rory Thompson, Trey Fanta, and Billy Ray Dog going to stay out here. Out of that group. Zane High currently in the lead, but I think this is going to be his pit road entry. And Zane High, Rory Thompson, Billy Ray Dog, Trey Fanta, Aaron Aldridge is the one staying out. There's Brett Aldridge. Corey Gamble also gets around Brett Aldridge with Christopher Rich. Christopher Rich 3 laps down, trying to make back as much progress as possible, but I don't know if it's going to be possible before the halfway caution. Zane High got past. Brett Aldridge up into the fence. Corey Gamble looking to the inside of Aaron Aldridge. Aaron Aldridge needs to drop down on him. He does. Trying to see what placement is as these cars come around. And Aaron Aldridge is in the lead. Holding off Corey Gamble. Brett Aldridge right there as well. Zane High sitting 4th currently. And to the inside of Aaron Aldridge, and Corey Gamble makes it and clears it with a quickness. Corey Gamble has the speed back in his car, and to be honest, I don't know if any of these cars are going to be able to catch him. Seems everybody back on the lead lap, just hoping for that halfway caution. Christopher Rich still 4 laps down after whatever happened that we need to go back and look. And right now, Aaron Aldridge and Brett Aldridge, instead of working together, are fighting each other, but still holding with the leader. Right now, Corey Gamble still not being touched. Lap 36. Aaron Aldridge starting to get on the bumper again of Corey Gamble and going to try to peek that inside. He gets it going into the corner. Can he pass Corey Gamble? Oh, a little bob from Aaron Aldridge, but still able to hold on to the side. But not enough. Corey Gamble able to get ahead in the straightaway. Brett Aldridge is going to push on in as well. And we're going to continue almost 10 laps. Well, sorry, we're 11 laps away. Brandon Cook now 4 laps down. Don't know what happened to Brandon Cook. Gonna have to go back and look at that as well. All right, making notes, guys. Is Aaron Aldridge looking at the outside, but is it going to be a faster lane? Even Brett Aldridge trying to go with him. And he comes out on top. Brett Aldridge trying to get up there. And Aaron Aldridge passes Corey Gamble for the lead. And here comes Brett Aldridge as well. Brett Aldridge has one more corner to try to get around Corey Gamble on the outside, and it doesn't seem to be working for him as Corey Gamble gets back in the middle, separating the Aldridge cousins. Now, like I said before, the number 5 drives a Ford for Aldridge Racing. The number 8 drives a Toyota for Ferguson Motorsports. And to the outside, Corey Gamble, Brett Aldridge going to try to help his cousin. No, he goes high on him. And back low. And here we go. Brett Aldridge going to give a push. Aaron Aldridge gets ahead. And Brett Aldridge has the inside, but Corey Gamble faster in the straightaways. Corey Gamble just has to clear Brett Aldridge here, but Brett Aldridge not letting it happen as they go into turns 1 and 2. Right now, these guys side by side as Aaron Aldridge pulling away. You see Brett get up and close to Corey Gamble as they go into the corner, trying to get a little bit of that side draft. He just can't clear him. And Aaron Aldridge is pulling away. Corey Gamble almost cleared. He does clear. He drops down. And Corey Gamble has cleared Brett Aldridge. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 laps to go. At the halfway caution, we'll go check out what happened to Brandon Cook, because I have a feeling he was in a bad accident. He's now 9 laps down from the 4 he was in. No caution because he didn't impede any racing. So, and he made it to pit road, obviously. So we'll have to go see what's going on there. Aaron Aldridge pulling away. Aaron Aldridge, like I said earlier, tied in points with Corey Gamble and sitting at 254. He's had 1 pole, 0 wins here in the Cup Series, but he's been in the top. He's been in top 5s once, and he's been in top 10s 4 times. So this could be a big deal for this season. The Aldridge Racing team in general, keeping that A in the front. 4 laps to go. And we're going to wait for the leader to get into turn onto the backstretch. As soon as the leader hits the backstretch, we used to do cross the line, but I feel like that impeded some things. So we will do as soon as the leader hits the backstretch with 3 laps to go. Aaron Aldridge has people at his tail. 2 laps to go. Just trying to hold on to that lead. Corey Gamble gets that outside line to work unlike any other car, but Aaron Aldridge pulling away in the corners with them two fighting side by side. Corey Gamble gets out in front of Brett Aldridge, though, which is the opportunity that Aaron was not hoping for. It looked like Brett Aldridge went to pit road. Brett Aldridge, in fact, went to pit road. This is not what you guys want coming in to the halfway caution. We're now going to pull the halfway caution and wait until lap 55 just to make sure everyone's pit stops are through. Corey Gamble getting ahead of Aaron Aldridge here. As we got side-by-side racing. Is Aaron going to go to pit road? He's slowing down significantly. He is. Aaron goes to pit road, leaves Corey Gamble out. Now, being a crew chief on the pit box right now, I'd be saying, hey, this time around looks great. There's like, you got such a gap. Everyone else behind you is going to need to pit still. Pit this lap or next would be my call. And we'll see if Corey Gamble is pitting this lap or next. He's pitting this lap. With that gap, Zane High going to go with him. Brett Aldridge back out onto the field, looking to get his lap back right now. I really would like to know what happened to Brandon Cook, but we'll figure that out momentarily. Right now, waiting for cars to get back onto the lead lap. Mike Stone might be 1 lap down at the end of this. We won't know. G.A.M.E, Jay Fanta, those 3 I'd suspect might still be a lap down after we get to lap 55. Brett Aldridge and Aaron Aldridge 1 lap down because Chris Chaos has not went to pit road yet. I don't believe. Waiting for Chris Chaos, Joseph Robinson, and Christian Gunn to go to pit road, which might push us past the 55 mark even. We might even have to wait till lap 60 just to make sure everybody is back on the lead lap, because right now, I mean, pretty much the whole field is a lap down. Waiting to see Chris Chaos go to pit road, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. We need Chris Chaos, Christian Gunn, and Joseph Robinson to hit pit road right now. That's the 3 we're waiting on. And Chris Chaos has no signs of needing pit road anytime soon. Our lap 60, no matter what happens, we are going to caution for the halfway mark. Because any more than that, then we should just let the race continue. Chris Chaos says he's going to pit road now. Christian Gunn, Joseph Robinson. All right. Which got Corey Gamble, Brett Aldridge, and Aaron Aldridge still fighting for that lead. As we're starting to get cars back on the lead lap now. See if we can get everyone back on the lead lap before lap 60, besides Christopher Rich, Brandon Cook, which we still need to go back and look, see what happened to Brandon Cook, and I plan on doing that as soon as this caution comes out. Brett Aldridge, Aaron Aldridge still trying to fight Corey Gamble for this lead. Corey Gamble pulling away. Because Aldridge cousins are fighting back there instead of working together. 2 laps to go. And Corey Gamble has been the most dominant. One to go and everyone is back on the lead lap besides Christopher Rich and Brandon Cook. Aaron Aldridge has got his nose inside, but didn't have enough. Falls back to Aaron Aldridge. Aaron Aldridge goes up and around. Back to fighting. Brett Aldridge pulls away on the straightaway. These two back linked up, but will it be enough to catch Corey Gamble before he gets to the back straight and the yellow is thrown? Aaron Aldridge gave it everything he had, pushed Brett Aldridge ahead.
Caution, caution. Is it like approaching tank or a bar or anything like that?
All right, now let's go check out what happened. Brandon and Rich seem to be bumping and grinding there, but I haven't seen anything that would send him to... Oh, right there. Oh, wow. Rich, lap down, smacks Brandon Cook into... Let's see if we can see that back real quick. Just a racing tap. Nothing FMR needs to be concerned with, but now we're back under caution here for the halfway mark. That got pushed to lap 60 due to pitting strategies. Getting cars linked back up. Everybody's back on the lead lap besides Christopher Rich and Brandon Cook. We see what happened to Brandon Cook. We'll go back later after the race to figure out what happened to Rich. Again, FMRA officials have ruled the Christopher Rich and Brandon Cook incident there as racing. Obviously, stuff happens during a race. We are aware of how Rich Money has been racing, and we don't expect to let it continue. But that was just a racing incident, nonetheless. We're going double wide. Aaron Aldridge gets the top. Corey Gamble is going to be low with Brett Aldridge. Up high is Zane high with Aaron Aldridge. We'll go one more row back. Brad Miller there and Sophie Raydog. That bottom line seems to be the line that's preferred, so you got to wonder how this top row is going to do. We have seen some good runs when everybody's stacked together on that top line, but will it hold out? Will Aaron Aldridge get ahead before it starts to fall off? You got Austin Kiesler there and Triple C right next to each other. Triple C on the outside, so not too worried about that, but Austin Kiesler gets up here, and we could see another win in the column for that 18 car. We'll see what happens. Everybody restacked up, and we are about to go green. Try to get a broader view of all the cars on the track. Here we go. Pace car's gonna pull off, and it's on Brett Aldridge and Aaron Aldridge. Front row. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Aaron Aldridge going to get a jump going in, but not much of one. Zane having a hard time get to the bumper. Brad Miller going to try to get up here. Triple C. Austin Kiesel getting up to the bumper of the back row. Aaron Aldridge able to get down in front. That top row working currently. Aaron Aldridge going to drop down low. And Aaron Aldridge is going to keep the lead. Or sorry, take the lead. Brett Aldridge is going to try to go to that outside line, but that line disintegrated in the last turn, so not much there to hold him there. And Brett Aldridge falling back from that decision. Corey Gamble, though, going to stick with Aaron Aldridge, and these two are going to pull away. Oh, Corey Gamble tries to take that outside line. Doesn't work out for him too well. The 5 currently still holding in strong. Sophie Raydog on that outside line trying to get to work. Corey Gamble's now made his way past back to second. Here comes Austin Kiesler. Chris Chaos, though, that bottom line. Austin Kiesler going to get to third, but can he hold it against Sophie Raydog there on the outside? Corey Gamble has a great car tonight, but that outside line, as though he could hold it for some, he can't hold it completely, which is causing issues. Aaron Aldridge able to fend him off mostly. Corey Gamble to the outside. He's going to have Sophie Raydog's help, but Austin Kiesler is getting up to Aaron Aldridge, and this could be a good push. And Chris Chaos also. Oh, man, that top line gives a massive push to Corey Gamble, Sophie Raydog, and Brett Aldridge. That bottom line is losing it. Corey Gamble is now launched back to the lead. Thomas Daniels, a car that got the pole, starting to fall off. Here comes Brett Aldridge on that top line, but they can't get that top line to work as well as they did with Corey Gamble at the head of it. That bottom line completely fell back. I was not expecting that. Barry Sternparts Jr. has made his way back to the front here, and he's looking for a line to get around Brett Aldridge. He thinks he might have found it. Going to go with Corey Gamble, something that got that other outside line to the front. Sophie Raydog has the lead. And look who's up here, Christopher Rich, who apparently had a fast car, but just 3 laps down. No use there in the front. Rich pulls ahead, is now going to be 2 laps down. If he can keep going, possibly get back on the lead lap if there's any wrecks. See what happens, but let's talk about who's actually in first, which is Sophie Raydog, Barry Sternparts Jr. in second. Corey Gamble looking to get back up there in front where he knows his car can be. But he's going to have to pick a car to push. Barry launches off that inside line and takes the lead. Barry Sternparts Jr. rockets up. He's going to get past Rich on the outside possibly too. Christopher Rich obviously had a fast car tonight. Sad that whatever happened to him happened to him. Don't you put that man in the wall. Rich getting dangerously close there to Barry Sternparts Jr., the leader. Not pulling around for him. He's fighting for that lap. He says, hey, this is the difference between being on the lead lap or not. Right now, he's 3 laps back, but if he can get ahead of that 26 and keep going, that puts him 2 laps down. A couple cautions, and he's back on the lead lap, but Barry Sternparts Jr. pulling away. Very fast car, that 26 tonight. Corey Gamble having some issues. It's caught in this dirty air. Looks like Brett Aldridge and Aaron Aldridge have found each other back there as well. Found his way past Corey Gamble has found his way past Sophie Raydog, and now getting a push from Chris Chaos. Can he get back up to the front to catch Barry Sternparts Jr., who is still having issues with the 59 of Christopher Rich? These guys side by side. Barry Sternparts just looking to get ahead if he can just clear him, but not able to do so in the straightaways. Barry just hoping to clear him, but can't get up around that 59 car. Corey Gamble has fallen back once again. Sophie Raydog has took second. Looks like the 59 has cleared Barry. But Barry not giving up. And pulls ahead. Barry Sternparts Jr. has now put Rich back to 3 laps down and has him sitting there. Looks like another round of pit stops has begun. Chronics High, Rory Thompson, and Billy Raydog went to pit road. It looks like also Brad Miller and Sophie Raydog might have been to pit road as well. But Barry Sternparts Jr. in the lead, sitting ahead of Rich currently. getting pushed, massive push, and a bunch of cars going to pit road. And this is what Barry wants, a good lead before he himself needs to see pit road. Once we cross the line, we're going to be 20 laps left. And looks like Rich is looking to pass Barry once again. Says, hey, I want that 2 laps down instead of 3. I want to try to get back on this lead lap, Barry. Let me have it. Barry says, no, you're going to have to fight for it, because this 26 Kellogg's car is not going to pull to the side for you. Right now, this could be a race for first, but like I said, the 59 is currently 2 laps down if he's ahead, 3 laps down if he's behind Barry. Barry's going to have to go to pit road within the next 5 laps, I'm pretty sure. So we'll have to see what happens. Rich gets a little momentum, tries to take it to the outside, but Barry actually pulls away that time. I think Rich starting to realize he might be using up a little bit too much of this Ford for not a lead spot, but he's going to try it again. Gets the inside line on Barry, which is going to definitely put him ahead, and he's going to pull off. But Barry's got a fast car. Barry's going to stick right with him. Now, like I said, Rich not fighting for the lead. He's just fighting to get back onto the lead lap, if it's even possible anymore. Gonna have to see how long it takes him to pit. If Rich could stay out maybe 1 or 2 laps after the leader pits, he could possibly get back onto at least 1 lap down, if not the lead lap. So see what happens to Rich here. These two definitely pulling away from the field quite a bit. 5.227 is the closest car. Christian Gunn, some of the last cars to pit. Mike Storm is in that mix in the top 5 currently. Haven't really seen from him today. Seems he was caught up in some traffic and an accident or two. Like I said, we're going to have to go back and watch, see what happened to Rich, because that would kind of tell us what happened to Mike Storm and Trey Fanta as well, I believe. Or sorry, Chronix High and Mike Storm, not Trey Fanta. And Barry again back in front of Rich, but no signs to go to pit road so far for these guys. All the seconds extra they get for being in the lead is definitely going to help in the long run. We got some guys calling to pit road. Christian Gunn. Rich is now called to pit road. Rich is going to have to go down pit road. Is Barry Sternparts Jr. going to go to pit road, or is he going to stay out? Joseph Robinson going to pit road. Christian Gunn going to pit road. Brandon Cook went to pit road. Rich goes to pit road. Barry Sternparts Jr. going to stay out, and this is not what Rich wanted to see. Rich was hoping to stay with him a little longer, I believe, but can't really get what you want all the time as Barry Sternparts Jr. makes his way back around and got a massive lead now, a 6.549. Mostly all cars are a lap down. Crew chief's probably saying like, hey, if we got the fuel from being in the lead and saving it and pushing and everything, let's stay out. But it looks like he might be going. He's going to pit road. It's Tyler Ferguson. Tyler Ferguson stays out. Mike Storm stays out. Storm currently in second place, a car we haven't really heard from tonight. It's his debut race here in the Cup Series for Snap-on Racing, and he's going to stay out as Tyler Ferguson goes to pit road. Brandon Cook is 20 laps down, so being next to Mike Storm or passing him don't really matter, but he does want to keep Sophie Raydog behind him if possible. Mike Storm goes to pit road. Tyler Ferguson still on pit road, and Barry Sternparts Jr. is still out and still with Rich. Not still out, he went to pit road, but he got back out. Which should put Barry in the lead, I believe. Let's see what happens when he comes across the line. It says Mike Storm is still in the lead, but he just passed Mike Storm. Barry Sternparts Jr. back in the lead. Going to try to get that one lap back again, but Barry Sternparts Jr. just has a fast car. And there we go. Barry Sternparts Jr. currently in first place. We're going to see where Mike Storm pans out here. He's falling back. Looks like Mike Storm in sixth. Good day for Mike Storm on his debut. Chris Chaos sitting third, but the big thing to note is how far back Sophie Raydog is to Barry Sternparts Jr. A 5.9, almost 6 seconds behind. Christopher Rich is holding with the leader, but like I said, 3 laps down. That car does not matter for the lead. Which sucks for Rich Money because it looks like they would have had a very well racing car. Gonna have to go see what happened at the beginning of the race. As we cross the line with 6 laps to go. And Barry Sternparts Jr. looks unstoppable. Rich again to the bumper. I thought he was going to give a push, but instead he goes to the outside. Said, hey, I would love to end this race. Only 2 laps down. But Barry not going to let it happen, giving it everything he has. He doesn't care if that's a lap down car or someone behind him looking for the lead. He's going to race him just the same. Chris Chaos has fallen back now to 4th as Christian Gunn has moved his way up to 3rd. Tyler Ferguson sitting on the 5th in the cap of payment as we're 5 laps left to go. 4 to go. As you see, Brandon Cook 19 laps down after getting put in the wall hard by Rich, which was a racing accident that came out of the corner. He touched the back tire, went up into the fence. Nothing ill will about that. And Rich may get his lap back here if he can get ahead of Barry. Billy Ray Dog gonna have to pit. That's not gonna look good for Billy Ray Dog here. Rich just needs to get ahead to get that lap back if he could possibly do it. And he does. Now Rich only 2 laps down if he can stay ahead of Barry Sternparts Jr. with the 3 to go. Two to go, guys. 2 to go. And Barry's going to look to take that lap back from Rich, but can he do it on the outside line? Side by side. Looks like Tyler Ferguson has made his way up to 2nd. Chris Chaos 3rd. Sophie Raydog 4th. Mike Storm holding 5th. Christian Gunn has fallen back quite a little bit, but he's not done yet. He's looking to hold on. Barry Sternbach Jr. falls back to Rich once again. Rich is going to get that lap back, and he's going to try to hold it as we get the white flag with 1 to go. Chris Chaos now in 2nd. Tyler Ferguson fell to 3rd. Sophie Raydog 4th. Christian Gunn 5th. Mike Storm 6th. We'll have to see what happens. That's a fight back there. Definitely not a fight up here. Chris Chaos holding on to 2nd, but here comes Tyler Ferguson on the outside. Tyler Ferguson trying. Sophie Raydog going to go to push of Tyler. No, Chris Chaos is going to pull ahead. Coming to the line. Who's going to be? Tyler Ferguson gets ahead. Tyler Ferguson. Tyler Ferguson gets 2nd. So it goes in order 1st to 5th. Congratulations, Barry Sternparts Jr. on this win. We got in 1st, Barry Sternparts Jr. 2nd, Tyler Ferguson. 3rd, Chris Chaos. 4th, Sophie Raydog. And 5th, Mike Storm. Congratulations, Mike Storm, your first race, finishing top 5. Barry Sternparts Jr. currently sitting 4th in points. And I mean, a lot of these guys are really far back, so this might boost Barry Sternparts Jr. into the top in points. We'll have to see. Barry Sternparts Jr. before this race had 0 poles, 0 wins, 4 top 5s, and 5 top 10s. Guys, you go ahead and pause it, read what happened. Let's go see what happened to Rich back in lap. I believe it was. I wrote down lap 8, but it was before lap 8. That was just when I noticed that he was lots of laps down. So let's see if we can. To be honest, it might be easier to go. There we go. That was. You really not gonna let me go back that far? Okay, we can't go back that far. Nope. All right, well, I guess we'll never know what happened to Christopher Rich. That's unfortunate. We did see him and another car get into it at the beginning of the race, so maybe that's what it was. Unfortunate that they don't let you go back to the beginning, because that's kind of what I wanted. And paused is messing up here as well. All right, guys. Well, that's all we have for you tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the race. What a great race it was. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.